He's a real big DC guy, but he really only reads comics. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, being a DC guy with movies is rough. All right, what am I doing now?
Just going around the other rooms, following the map, and finding the other eggs.
Cool.
I have a question for you. There's not really much to this question. It just kind of stands by itself. Do you think it's a fair comparison to say that Avril Lavigne was like a precursor to William Eilish?
I don't know.
Touch the child.
William's a weird example because she has such a sense of music, and like her musical style is not what she listens to at all. Like if you see interviews that ask her like her inspirations for her music, it's like Tyler the Creator, whose music sounds nothing like hers. So it's really interesting. I mean, I guess though they're both like punk rock acting girls that aren't necessarily punk rock artists, if that makes sense. So sure.
I'd call Avril punk rock.
What?
For sure. At least old Avril.
Look at her chubby cheeks. Some Avril, yeah, I guess could be considered punk rock. That makes sense. Fuck you.
Yeah, don't let her kill you. Don't do it.
Wasn't gonna.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Tony, put on your mask. Don't need it. Great moment from the last.
Fucking targeting in this game is hell on earth.
On Earth.
Okay.
I'll use that as a springboard to
come on,
the very specific niche musical career that I want to have.
Oh yeah.
So the specific career is, this guy is not one person, but he is always the same, and it's usually for female artists, young female artists. Someone who's on their band or in their band who does the backup vocals. That's who I want to be. Like the guy who
you want to be Phineas.
No, Phineas is a producer.
That's fair. Yeah.
And like I'm talking about like the dude. Remember in the Miley Cyrus Jolene, the guy who's playing the piano does the super awesome backing vocals.
So you want to be a guy who's successful, but not like. Everybody will still leave you
on his own.
Yeah, everybody will leave you a fuck alone when you're just trying to go get coffee. Yeah,
I want to be one of the dudes that shows up in like a leather jacket and just does backing vocals. That's who I want to be. But obviously, still do all the cocaine that comes with being a rock star.
Oh yeah, duh.
Duh.
If you're not doing cocaine, then what the fuck ever, dude?
Sure hope that doesn't get taken out of context.
Do drugs, kids.
No, I disagree.
Oh, yeah,
don't
do
that. Your heart was really into it. Don't.
Yeah, don't. Maybe don't. Maybe
jokes.
Yeah, cocaine. Mm-hmm. But if you do, somebody made.
But yeah, that.
Go ahead.
Like that guy, like the guy who did back in the day. I don't know if he still does, but like who did Avril's backing vocals, like that guy I could definitely see myself being, and
yeah,
the guy who was doing Miley Cyrus's backing vocals, I'm like, I want to be that person.
Right.
Even just backing vocals in general, where you're adding like a little twinge to the chorus.
Right. I could see that being like really not stressful. That does sound great.
I don't know if you knew that you could do this, but back when phones had headphone jacks, God, like if you could wiggle them to a point where they were not fully plugged in but not fully out, you could hear the underlying track of the audio.
Yeah.
Which often revealed backing vocals, and I have no idea how to do that without that. And there's some songs that I would listen to that specifically. You just went in this circle, by the way. You went up the exact same path that you went before, so we gotta find a new door. Yeah, like a specific example for me is "Walk Off the Earth" speeches by "Walk Off the Earth," where Sarah, who is does like vocals and is a big part of that band.
Yeah.
She does awesome backing vocals, and like the pitch is slightly different
Is it
from
over here that I need to go? Sorry. Is it like
Yep,
across?
probably over. Yeah.
I went across that bridge, and then what did I do? Oh, I see what I did. Duh. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's 7 eggs in total, so we can only get 1 more, and then we gotta go back to Great Bay.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay. But
you
we
know
can
what?
get
This game sucks.
Yeah, agree. But with that time, we can go back to Great Bay, deposit those eggs, and then go to the graveyard, and then come back.
We're gonna have enough time to do that?
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Because we have our sword, so it's not going to be so hard to get the Skull Kita
That's
mask.
true. I can't tell if this person can see me or not.
She cannot.
She definitely hears me.
Right. Yeah.
Goodbye.
What's going on here? Who's playing a prank?
Huh. I guess he doesn't exist
Jessica.
anymore.
I like her green pants.
I do too.
Her
Have you
green
seen that?
wardrobe is sick.
Have I shown you that video? It's like stealth games. Okay, don't like this. How are you supposed to fight her?
With the sword?
She dodges every attack.
But she'll like do a weird little leg kick, like where she stretches her leg out, or you could just spin forever. She does like a leg thing where she's like stretching her leg, and then you just gotta back away from her, and then there'll be a bit where you can attack her. So like as if you were doing a backflip like guard in Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to be doing it.
No, she doesn't. The last one didn't do anything like that either. And this one's not getting shot by my hook shot like the other one was.
Do you have Dakuna?
Well, I can't target onto her, so I guess it doesn't matter. Target, please. Target, please. Wow, oh my god, it's... Whoa. Why? There's no designated targeting button because L is 4 things. Because the Wii version is terrible. There we go.
I love how she's just hopping over you right now. That's amazing. Boing.
Yeah, if you
boing,
just spin
boing.
over and over again, she just leapfrogs you.
Oh, that's fun.
That's so frustrating. Okay.
What were we talking about? I hate that this happens.
Fuck. I had it. I was like, oh, duh, stupid Brian. We were talking about, Walk Off the Earth, the underlying vocals.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
what was
the
after?
person I want to be.
Yeah. I feel like there was something after that. It doesn't matter.
We were talking about going back to, place.
Oh, yeah, we were... Yeah, do we have time to do the what's-its-face?
Yeah, we have lots of time. It's only 1 o'clock.
Okay.
We have...
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I don't appreciate that people gave Aaron Hansen shit for this part of the level.
Clam? Yeah, those clams are not great.
But they're easy, Brian. Aaron Hansen's just a dummy.
They're not hard, but they can definitely get you.
They're frustrating, yeah. Difficult, not the correct word. Frustrating, yes.
They're like, yeah.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here.
Another question I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
And if it's too personal, you can decline. Do you have any fears? This is a weird
yeah. I was trying to think about this. Okay, go ahead.
Like fears of things that are not inherently frightening or scary, but they freak you out.
I immediately thought about Aaron's answer to this, which was like the pitch thing. Did you ever hear him talk about this on Grumps?
I did not.
Aaron is scared of a noise increasing in pitch that he has no idea where it's coming from. It's very specific.
Yeah. I did know that.
I thought about this answering this question, and I realized that all of my answers are mostly to do with animals. And I feel like that makes them not necessarily irrational, even though they're not inherently harmful animals. So,
Like what?
So I've been better about birds. Birds I was scared of for a long time, just in general, because when I was a kid, I think it was my grandpa took us to a petting zoo, and my sister, who was very small at the time, she must have been like 5 years old, so that'd make me 8. She went to pet an emu, and the emu just about pecked her eye out. Woo!
Yeah. That's a totally rational fear. Birds are
so
awful.
yeah. So
jump off before that. You're going back to Great Bay, by the way, to the
I should probably just
to the laboratory.
Yeah.
And I was also at a petting zoo when I was like 4 years old, and there was a turkey. It was a weird like free range petting zoo for the most part. And I was like, oh cool, hi turkey, right in the neck.
Oh. See, birds are the worst, dude. They're dicks. So for a long time, I was scared of all birds, and I kind of loosened up a bit because my sister was like, I like birds, even though she was the one that almost died.
I was gonna say you had pet birds.
So we had pet birds for a while, and that made me cool with. I was scared of them at first, and then I kind of warmed up to them, and then I like let them out and let them roam free and stuff. So I'm not scared of like small birds anymore, but anything that's like
I definitely am.
Parrot or bigger, definitely. Going to the even more irrational ones, crabs freak me the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah, crabs I can't fucking do. I don't know what it is about them.
Like how big of a crab? Because like if we're talking about like king crab, those things are big.
No, not even like the gigantic ones. Although yes, terrifying. Probably like when they're like just normal like crab ass crabs, like that big. I don't know if you're looking at my webcam, Brian.
I am. Yeah.
Like even those are they creep me the fuck out, and I know they can't do any harm to me, but they are so scary. Which brings me.
Pinch.
Don't laugh at me. This brings me to...
I wasn't.
No, I
boy.
know. This brings me to the last one. Because birds, they can peck you. It's like, okay, that makes sense. And then crabs, they can pinch you. It's like, okay, I understand.
Hi, Brian.
Praying mantises, though.
No, those are scary.
Can do me no harm, right? They can do me no harm. I am scared
if you were a male
shitless by
praying
those things.
mantis, if you are a male praying mantis, they can do tons of harm. Post lovemaking harm, as a matter of fact. During lovemaking harm, as a matter of fact.
So it just...
No, those things are terrifying.
Yeah, and I'm not somebody who's scared of like spiders or most insects or like millipedes or anything. I'm not scared of any of those, but praying mantises, dude, something about those motherfuckers, they're freaky. So
yeah,
here's the giant enemy crab. Yeah, I'm not scared of anything like that in like video games. Although, you know what? Wind Waker kind of
Go up the ladder.
Wind Waker hit hard when I was a kid because of the giant bird. Yeah, what's his name?
Oh yeah, Kagurok.
Because you can imagine me as a child. My sister almost got her eye poked out by a bird, and then I play a video game where my sister gets kidnapped by a bird. You can imagine that I'm not the most excited.
You're just like tearing up. Yeah, go up the beeg cage and just drop the eggs in.
Oh, it's the beeg. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said something. I was about to make a horrifying mistake.
I definitely don't like birds because, like, mostly they're just volatile and unpredictable and frightening, and I don't like them.
Okay.
But what I didn't like is when I was delivering papers, I had to walk by like tall hedges where you can't see things. So it wouldn't be that uncommon for me to just be walking and listening to music and then ow, my face!
Yeah.
Oh my god. And
definitely rational and
walking up on you. Like I would punch a bird if I saw it today.
I may have told this story on stream, I'm not sure, but I was walking to work when I worked at Toys R Us when I was like 19, and a vulture came down and just stood.
Oh, you have told this.
Just stood in the middle of the fucking street, and I was just fucking scared shitless. I almost just didn't go to work.
I had almost had that happen once. Don't bottle up that fare. You need the 3 bottles.
Yeah. Am I going back or are we going graveyard?
Yeah, we can go back. We have enough time.
Okay.
because we can't do the graveyard thing until it's night. So let me just confirm that. I was walking to work once, and walking to catch the bus, and I have to get up to go to catch the bus at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So anything crosses my path, it's extra scary.
For real, yeah.
And so and for the love of God, like I was just looking down at my phone, checking Twitter or something, and I just happened to look up, and there was like 7 coyotes just standing there.
Ooh.
And I was like, fuck. And I didn't move for like a good 10 minutes. I watched my bus go by, so I had to call an Uber, and then I called the driver. I was like, hey, look, you're gonna have to come the super long way around the Walmart and come pick me up from like behind me, because I don't want anything coming up behind these coyotes and driving them my way. And then like later that day, the city councilor was like, there have been reports of coyotes in this part of the city. Like,
no
oh
shit.
yeah?
Yeah.
I agree, as a matter of fact. Yeah, that was frightening. I don't like... I've definitely told you about this. I have an irrational fear of, like, dead animals.
Like you're... Okay.
Like, I don't know why, but, like, you know how sometimes you'll just be walking and there's, like, a squirrel or sometimes a mouse or something else that just died and it's just lying there. I would go, like, sometimes cross the street to not walk by. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know, because like sometimes it wasn't. It was better when the animal was like eviscerated.
Okay.
And it was just very apparent that they were definitely dead and not just taking a random sidewalk nap.
Right.
But like for some reason, I always think that like that animal's gonna come back to life and startle me slightly. I don't want it.
And start on me.